Okay, so it's been a long ass time. I mean, not for you guys. You guys had a video last week and stuff, right? That was Zenless Zone though. What I thought was going to be the finale for Penacony was released a while ago. Think I might have mentioned this in the other videos. Don't think so, actually. Maybe not. I don't remember. But computer's back working again. Computer's actually back and working again. The fan's still a little loud, but it's no longer overheating, which is a very good thing. Which means I can finally play this, because newsflash, I have done my dailies and everything, right? Right, I also came over here, right? And pulled Firefly, and somehow managed to pull her light cone too. But like, I haven't been able to play the story of this game since the update that added in the Sunday boss fight. I haven't played the story of this game since then, because I've been trying to wait for this computer to be functioning again. You know? And so, yeah, the actual finale for Penacony, which I hear is also Firefly's third death, which scares me like a lot. It scares me a lot, and
wake up! Wake up!
we're finally back.
Hey,
oh my
wake
god.
Up. The sun's frying your butt.
Huh?
Are you okay? Can you hear me? I didn't hear a peep from your room, and it really freaked me out.
So I'm assuming this is continuing right where we left off, right?
You're not dreaming. We're in the Reverie Hotel. In the real world. The Order's dream is over.
Okay, cool. Tell me something that only the real March would know. Gotta make sure.
In a day, I still break into a sweat when I think about it. Our trailblazing expedition almost ended in Penacony.
Okay, I'm sorry. With everything that's happened lately and stuff, one, need to know something to guarantee that I'm not dreaming. Two, I gotta know something to guarantee you're not Sparkle.
I'm so jealous that you got a good night's sleep. I was traumatized and too scared to even close my eyes. I thought if I fell asleep, I'd never wake up again.
I still haven't unlocked the new form for March, because I haven't played through like the prerequisite story missions and stuff. Again, I've been saving. I've been saving the story for this. I will say this though. I know, like, I don't know, people don't really watch these videos anyway. People don't really watch many of these anyways. But I will not be making video. I haven't made videos on any continuum missions since, I want to say, the Hua Hua mission stuff on the Lafu. So I will not be doing the other continuance mission that I know is out, missions that are out and stuff, right? Just playing through the main Trailblaze missions here. To the Stone is a very good question. Okay.
The ordinary people in Penacony have no idea what happened. They just feel like something's missing from their memories.
Well, that ain't good either.
The family's official statement was like, the Charmony Festival was attacked by an unidentified Stellaron and came to a halt.
Sure.
After all, you can't just reveal the truth about the Order.
Why not?
Now, all the major
It would ruin
lineages,
Penacony's
except for the
reputation,
Oak
sure,
family,
but
are dealing with the aftermath. The family has invited the crew to the Radiant Feldspar as witnesses for an important meeting.
Wonderful. Does that mean we have to go to court? I don't want to go to
So
court.
hurry up and pack. We're leaving as soon as you're ready.
Oh, okay. Where are we going next? Not the court, right? Not the court.
After all this craziness, nothing Nothing is better than staying safe in reality.
Let's just.
Let's go. We've got some time before we board the ship, so let's catch up with everyone at Dream Jolt Hostelry.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah, Firefly.
How extravagant. Just like Epsilon. How was it? Did it live up to your dreamscape expectations?
You already asked that when we first got here.
Yeah, and you said no back then. But after all this madness, I'd say you've grown fond of it. But just a heads up, you're still on the Bloodhound family's wanted list, so keep a low profile.
Honest to God, I'm kinda on the side of the Stellar Hunters here.
Not Sam. That's gotta be a whole new experience for you, right?
Indeed. In Kafka's words, that's also a missing part of my life. Still, it'd be quite inconvenient if I can't move freely. Could you help me out, Silverwolf?
I knew you'd say that. Don't worry. I've hacked all the systems and left no trace.
Of course she did. Of course she did.
Don't do anything that may draw attention, and don't talk with guards. They might recognize you. Keep these 2 points in mind, and you can go wherever you want, unbothered.
Thank you.
No problem, Miss Samuel. I love this fake name. Now that we're done,
I really had to think hard about that one. Samuel.
time. I heard the Genius Society is here. How about we go stir up some excitement?
Well, you know, my script isn't over yet.
I didn't bring you back to hear an answer like that.
Don't worry. The script says that I'll experience 3 deaths, but also receive an unforgettable
Man, I'm
reward on the planet of
I'm
resistance.
just now realizing or remembering, I guess, how tiny Silver
How will I
Wolf
know
is.
if I don't try? All possibilities exist until the outcome actually happens, right?
You may not realize it, but you have a bad habit. Whenever you seem to be asking a question, you've already made up your mind, and no words will dissuade you. Anyway, Kafka asked me to pass on this message. If you see anything fabulous in Penacony, get one for me too. Just swipe my card, you know the pin. She didn't specify anything, but I guess she means a dress, coat, sunglasses, or something else.
She loves coats,
You
so.
know better about fashion than I do.
Sure, I'll keep an eye out. There's tons of options at OT Mall. Do you think she'll like trinkets, like hair accessories or brooches?
Those sound more like something for young girls. Maybe you should keep them for yourself. Oh, by the way, Blade wanted you to be more careful. He didn't explicitly say it, but I think he was trying to say something like, temptation will show up again in Penacony. He's always so subtle with his words.
Got it. He was just worried about me. Relax, Silverwolf. You know me. I won't do anything crazy. I just want to wander around and see more of the world for myself. I want to buy some oatcake rolls. I've had a cake roll every day since I arrived in Penacony, from the first day to the last. But today, I'll buy 2 and give you 1. And if you don't like them, I'll enjoy double the pleasure. Or I can bring one to Kafka, as she never refuses. Or maybe I'll give it to Blade. He'll appreciate it.
Without saying so,
That's
but
not
yeah.
written in the script, right? But as you see, I have added new footnotes to my destiny.
Huh? Why are we going to the POV of the IRS?
Welcome, Director Topaz. The family ambassadors are still inside making preparations, but the big boss hasn't arrived yet. It'll be a while before the conference starts, I'm afraid.
Huh. Quite a spectacle. The family really knows how to make things look impressive. I thought they would choose a more formal and low-key location for the conference. I didn't expect them to go with a luxury airship.
Well, I mean...
About this, Director. I've asked around. This airship, named the Radiant Feldspar, belongs to the Alfalfa family. This conference between the IPC and the family will have a direct impact on Penacony's future. Such an important event should have been held at well, somewhere secretive in the moment of morning dew. The atmosphere here, it doesn't feel serious enough.
It's Penacony. It's literally called the Land of Dreams. How serious do you want them to take?
If I'm right, this conference is probably just a prelude. Whoever organized it wants to assess the IPC stance beforehand. This influential figure either has their own ambitions and wants to reach a preliminary agreement, or they plan to put pressure on us to make us back off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your mind is always so sharp, Director Topaz. And when the big boss arrives, please remind her to be cautious and watch out for any traps.
Thank you for the reminder, but I don't think that will be necessary.
I swear to God, Topaz is like the only member of the IPC I can stand.
Just
Like,
everyone on our
and
team to
Albert,
stay
and
focused on their tasks and not worry about
I mean, who can't
negotiations.
stand Albert?
Oh, got it. I'll do it right away.
All the others just kind of seem like bitches.
Don't call Miss Jade Big Boss in front of her.
Of course,
Or there will
Jade.
be serious consequences. I mean, really serious.
I honestly don't get why people simp over characters like Jade so much. I saw Jade's whole design at first, and I was like, okay, it's a good enough design. Then I saw like the other stuff with her, and I was like, yeah, I'm not pulling. I don't care if she's a good whatever. I don't care if she if like her moveset is good or whatever. I'm not pulling for her.
Got it. Thank you for the reminder, Director.
Why is it that... Just a second. Wow, that was really loud. Okay. Finally, I got rid of that. Oh yeah, another thing, right? How I mentioned this ages back in Penacony and stuff, right? But the fact that or even around Acheron's reveal of Right and May, right? It's like, if Right and May in this world is still called the end, essentially, or no, the origin, sorry, right? Is still technically the origin in this world, then there was an end. There was a thing called the end, right? But there was also been like hints and stuff that there could or could not be an Aeon called the finality. Kiana, you know? But also, I would just like to point this out. There's this thing called Unlock Now over here for the whole, the stuff I need to do, the prerequisite missions I need to do in order to get this new version of her. And the Unlock Now, right? Okay, I can't show. Why can't I show? With Finality's vision. Through the Finality's vision. I'm sorry, after Honkai Impact, whenever I see Finality show up in a MiHoYo game, I always immediately start going, off. Finality as in the finality? Gee, I completely forgot she has a gun. It's been so long since I've seen her moveset.
So many buttons.
Oh god.
How many centuries would it take to press them all?
The family's guard, that was not the Hold on. Here, just a sec. I'm gonna play this again, take a close listen, and tell me who this is.
So many buttons. How many centuries would it take to press them all?
That's definitely not Sparkle. Nope. Mm-mm.
Huh. Didn't expect those pooches to actually recycle them all.
Huh? What are these?
For your safety, please stay away from those objects.
For my safety? Are these buttons something dangerous?
It's not Sparkle. Definitely not. Nope. Not at all. Just that
exactly.
random
Maybe
guard.
There's been a
You know?
prankster in the Sweet Dream who's been handing out strange button devices to anyone he meets. According to those involved, he said something like,
Yeah.
press this button and all of Penacony will explode. Luckily, no one believed him. Still, the Bloodhound family collected these buttons just to be on the safe side.
Where's that prankster? Haven't the hounds caught him yet?
Gee, I wonder where they are. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that guy has some skills, I'll have to admit that.
Alright, Sparkle. Stop praising yourself.
However, you know, the Bloodhound family won't give up. Whoever disrupts order in the dreamscape will face severe consequences. Anyway, the family will deal with these things. Please, kindly keep your distance.
Greetings, madame. What can I do for you?
Why you sound strange? What's with those breaks in the voice?
Greetings, madame. What can I do for you?
Is that just her accent? I don't know.
Hello. Could you tell me more about the Radiant Feldspar?
I assume you are the ambassador of the IPC Strategic Investment Department. It's my honor to assist you. The Radiant Felspar is owned by Mr. Odie Alfalfa, head of the Alfalfa family. Mr. Alfalfa invested a significant amount in building this luxurious airship an Ember era ago, and it has been sailing across the 12 hours of the dreamscape ever since.
Oh, so it's owned by old Odie himself. No wonder the ship is so lavishly decorated.
Indeed, Mr. Alfalfa has impeccable taste. Only the most prestigious guests are invited by the Alfalfa family to board this airship.
I don't know if it's just me coming from a not-so-rich background. Honestly, I live in Hemet in Southern California, so... Poor side. I'm obviously not gonna say where in Hemet. But yeah, so... Yeah, I live in a trash hole of a town. And yes, I want out of here as soon as possible. But yeah, no, so... my family is not that rich at all. So maybe that's just my background. But impeccable taste or whatever. I call this vain. I call this incredibly fucking vain, shallow, and materialistic right here. That's what I call this.
Please allow me to continue my introduction.
Not
The
not
Radiant
taste.
Felspar has
This
been
isn't
cruising over
taste.
the sea
There's
of
no
dreams
need for all
Penacony
of this.
for an entire Ember era. But its voyage was temporarily halted due to the recent reverberation.
Really? I wonder why.
Reverberation? Such a formal way of putting it. You're really downplaying the whole thing.
Oh yeah, why is it a lot of your characters recently just have this button that's just holding on for dear life? It's like, Jesus Christ. Could you not have given them an actual fitting button-up shirt?
I apologize. Please continue.
Following the previous reverberation in the Sweet Dream, the Radiant Felspar had to suspend its voyage temporarily. Thankfully, the factors that disrupted the dreamscape have been resolved. So, Mr. Alfalfa?
Oh,
Okay, I'm
well,
sorry.
Thank you for explaining matters to me.
Yes, Nambi.
Hello? The Talent Motivation Department? Again? Internal review? Will it ever end? I'm working on a major project. I don't have time to squabble with you guys. The way I handled the Urillo case was approved by senior management, and all of the project logs and calls are complete. Can't you check on them yourselves? I just don't understand. Why are you so fixated on this minor case and constantly escalating it? Seriously, what's your purpose?
Sounds exhausting. Why not just hang up?
Oh god.
In my opinion, you handled that project quite well. A little ball of ice in exchange for the Astral Express's good favor. That's not a bad deal for the department. It's been a while, little Yelena. I've been looking forward to working with you. Never imagined this day would come so soon. Is there trouble? You can tell me anything. Just like old times.
Fuck off.
It's been a while, Madam Jade. I'm honored to have the opportunity.
Also, wait, what was that? Topaz's real name was just said
So
there.
formal, aren't you? Forget about the hierarchy and treat me as your equal. No need for unnecessary titles like Madam.
I'm sorry, but it might take some time to get used to that. After all, you are a senior.
Well, now that we're both members of the 10 Stone Hearts, I need you to be at your best, especially since the upcoming negotiations leave no room for error. As sharp as you are, I'm sure you've figured out the true purpose of this conference, right?
I believe old Oti has taken it upon himself to test our limits before the official negotiations between the IPC and Penacony.
That's true, and it works in our favor. Do you know why?
If we can reach some sort of agreement with old Oti beforehand, and gauge our opponent's boundaries, our future negotiations will go much more smoothly. That's the obvious benefit.
Exactly. And the hidden benefit is that as the head of the Alfalfa family, his actions suggest that the 5 lineages might not be as united as the Odes of Harmony would suggest. As long as the influence of Harmony hasn't completely permeated their core, personal desires will always have their way. Thankfully, influential figures in Penacony haven't entirely suppressed their own desires. It's similar to the power struggles within the IPC. The supposed all-for-one philosophy shared by the 5 lineages. It's just a slogan now that the Dream Master has gone.
I'm just gonna say this. I cannot believe that I'm saying this, but could we skip over all this political negotiation, IPC, family stuff, and just get to Sparkle? I hate Sparkle with every inch of my being, but can we just get to that instead of all this boring ass talk?
After the downfall of the Yoke family, old Oti's faction became the dominant force in Penacony. Even if we consider only the succession order, he's the longest serving and most senior among all the family heads.
Yes, that's exactly why we need to handle the conference following an agreed-upon strategy. It's like playing a game of chess, where every move needs to be carefully thought out.
Absolutely. The 3 steps of negotiation. Listen, test, and strike. That's what you taught me.
Pretty clear. Although, you seem to have changed the order in the Yarillo case.
That was based on my personal experience.
I apologize for interrupting your conversation, but the family head is ready to meet the ambassadors from the Strategic Investment Department.
Time to get to work. Let's prepare ourselves and meet that esteemed supporting actor. Remember, our goal is to create an opportunity for the IPC to enter Penacony. Aventurine has already made a small opening, and you and I, we're going to tear it wide open.
I'm just gonna say this. This is just a little insight here into my allegiances when it comes to the factions of this world. Stellar Hunters, like this is ordered top down, right? Of like some of the major factions. The ones that I don't mention, zero affiliation, right? We got, or zero just any interest in, right? First we got Stellar Hunters. Second, Trailblazers. That's it. I have zero interest in any of this. What in the bloody fuck?
Welcome aboard my ship, the Radiant Felspar. Smart and charming ladies.
I'm sorry, I'm just caught off guard. Who the fuck is the dwarf over here?
Please, have a seat. Let's have a pleasant conversation.
There's a straight up dwarf. There's no need for the dramatic slow walk game.
Welcome aboard, my dear ladies. Forgive me for any lack of attentiveness that might have led to a lengthy wait outside.
No problem at all, Mr. Alfalfa. It's my honor to meet you in person. You may not be aware, but the book Odie Alfalfa, the biography, is a must-read for all strategic...
After all, to many, you are the legendary figure who single-handedly built the Penacony economy.
I expected no less from the 10 Stonehearts from the Strategic Investment Department. I always enjoy talking to smart people because we don't have to beat around the bush. We can just get straight to the point instead. Since I invited you IPC ambassadors on board, I'm sure you've figured out the topic I'd like to discuss, yes?
The future of Penacony, if I'm not mistaken.
Precisely. Those few words represent a terribly complicated situation indeed. Let's take that golden-haired guy who's not showing up, for example. He put in great effort and almost got himself killed.
Oh,
but what was it all for?
Adventuring.
Wasn't it eventually to create an opportunity for you IPC to regain control of the precious Astana?
The wisdom and experience you've accumulated over 10 Amber Eras are truly impressive.
10 Amber Era? Jesus fucking Christ, how old is this guy? How fucking old is this guy?
Let's assume your
Put him out of his
assumptions are
misery
correct,
already.
Mr. Alfalfa. How would you respond
I'm
to
sorry.
IPC's actions?
I'm sorry.
I appreciate your composure, Miss Jade. You must have witnessed much in your worldly experiences. However, perhaps you don't know much about Penacony.
Why do you
Only
laugh
those
so
who
much?
won't sit idly by when faced with a greedy wolf.
Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.
No, he's all ears.
It'll
I'm
be
sorry.
straightforward.
I'm too
I
tired. I
requested
can't make
this
any
meeting
jokes
before
right
the
now.
official conference to dissuade the Strategic Investment Department from trying to lay a finger on Penacony. If you back off now, you can make a smooth exit and prevent the IPC from losing face during more important negotiations.
One of
All right,
our
good on him.
P-45 executives was attacked and nearly killed in the dreamscape. The IPC can't simply ignore this incident. Moreover, considering the turbulence during the Charmony Festival, Penacony's credibility has taken a hit in the public's eyes.
I'm sorry, but the whole executive being nearly killed was part of your guys' plan, was it? Or at least part of his plan. So can that really be considered something you can't ignore? you know?
Despite your determined attitude, the issues plaguing Penacony are real, are they not?
You use the term real, Miss Topaz, but let's not forget that this is the realm of dreams.
Yeah.
If you want to succeed here, you need ambition and unconventional thinking. Curious about how I plan to respond to the IPC? Well, I don't mind sharing. My actions will help Penacony take a significant step forward by self-listing and going public.
Going public?
If I'm not mistaken, you want to bypass the IPC and go public on a universal scale.
Yes.
Precisely. Instead of watching the IPC gnaw away at Penacony, I'd prefer to open the doors of this sweet dream to the entire universe.
Good on him.
Starting today, anyone in the cosmos can become a shareholder of the land of the dreams. This is the path of harmony I'll choose.
Good on him. Why do I get the feeling he's gonna be killed though?
This reform should have been implemented earlier, but unfortunately, the Oak family were a bunch of blockheads blinded by order. Their level of intellectual flexibility doesn't even come close to an old fellow like me. Thanks to the little reverberation earlier, the biggest obstacle between me and my reforms has been eliminated. The Alfalfa family will publicize the financial results of Sweet Dream Paradise, so that the entire universe can see that despite the catastrophe, Penacony still holds immense potential and opportunities, and that the family remains confident in its future.
Okay, good on this guy. The IPC is gonna kill him, aren't they? Or Sparkle. One of the two.
Crisis and opportunity are two sides of the same coin. So, you've been waiting for the right moment for Penacony to regain the spotlight. And if Penacony should seize this opportunity to overcome adversity, even if the IPC tries to intervene, every move we make will be scrutinized by trillions of people.
Now I'm convinced that you've indeed familiarized yourself with my biography, Miss Jade. So, about your next move. Please, consider it carefully.
Indeed. We need some time to digest such a wealth of information. I
don't
suggest
trust
we
that.
conclude the first half of our conference, Mr. Alfalfa. Please allow Topaz and me to confer privately for a few moments, and to respond on behalf of the IPC later.
Of course. Take your time, dear ladies.
I don't trust Jade one bit. Do not trust her one fucking bit.
The Alfalfa family had a meeting with the IPC.
Oh, hi, Donna.
I got this information from a message sent by that IPC ambassador.
Oh.
He said it was to return the favor.
Fucking gambler. The stupid thing is, right, I hate him so much, but I also can't ignore the fact that he is a very good shielder. You know? To the point where I'm like, if he comes around again, I might actually pull for him. Because he's like a really, really good shielder, dude. Like, even just at E1, he's a really good shielder. And it's ridiculous. Fucking gambler.
It's not hard to imagine. Penacony today is pretty much like the frontier prison it once was, with external forces casting greedy eyes and the undercurrent of order lurking within.
Mm-hmm. Sorry to change the subject again here, Welt, but you really don't seem at all concerned or in a hurry to get back to your branch of the reality tree. Sorry, the tree, the imaginary tree. You really don't seem to be in a hurry to get back to the Honkai Impact branch of the reality tree, which I don't get, because you are officially from that tree. You're not a welt of this world. You are the welt from Honkai Impact 3rd. The Hersher of Reason. The person who literally reconstructed his own body multiple times over. And I don't understand why you don't seem to have any interest in going back there, at least presently, when you literally have a wife and a child. Man really went to go get some milk, huh? Like, he just... I'm sorry. This is taking the whole meme of the dad going to go get milk to a whole different level. Man literally went to another reality. Oh god.
Instead of falling into a situation where they are plagued by both external...
I mean, I guess the whole reason he's still here is to make sure that this world's version of Himiko doesn't get attacked by the Sky People. An alien race thing or whatever.
But in reality, to secure
Because, like...
opportunities for their own survival.
Because, like, I've mentioned this already, just mentioning it again here, because because the writers of Penconia scared me. But, like... Himiko, right? Honkai Impact 3rd, novel, not even novel, manga stuff, where it shows how, essentially, Welt got over to this world, right? The whole thing, right, is that he came to this world to find this world's version of Himiko, because this, like, alien race or whatever, were planning on attacking and killing her. Alien race called the Sky People, right? And as of right now, we still do not know if that event has already taken place or not. Meaning, if not, then this world's version of Himiko is literally in a constant state of danger. And I'm scared. Cause, oh my god, the writers of Penacony are the same writers who wrote practically every heartbreaking chapter in Honkai Impact 3rd, right? Including Final Lesson. And Final Lesson broke me. Final Lesson is what made it to where, even now, after Honkai Impact has got a complete fucking restart, essentially, with Part 2, right? I haven't gone back to play it. I have not gone back to play it. I stopped playing after Final Lesson, and I could not bring myself back to play it again. I cannot go through another Final Lesson. The Himiko and Honkai Star Rail better fucking live. Mavuika in Genshin Impact better live. I mean, she's a playable character. But, like, hey, Honkai Impact 3rd has playable characters who are dead. Now, currently, that hasn't been the case in Genshin Impact. We don't exactly know if that has or has not been the case in Honkai Star Rail, because we don't know if Ting, whatever her name was, right, the person that Fantilia was impersonating as, is dead or not. So we don't know if that's a playable character who is dead. Otherwise, though, it's always we gotta, like, I'm sorry, I keep bringing this up, right? It's like, we gotta realize here, MiHoYo showed the capabilities and the heart-wrenching that they are capable of writing with Honkai Impact 3rd, right? Meaning they can easily implement that into any of their other games. And that scares me. That genuinely scares me. Especially now when it comes to Honkai Impact 3rd and Genshin. Sorry, Honkai Star Rail and Genshin. Because I don't know if I can take another final lesson. And I've already poured so many hours and got so many characters in these games. You know? To the point where I'm like, if another final lesson happens, like, oh god.
Well, no wonder they sought the mediation from the Astral Express. In your opinion, who should we stand behind?
That's why I was so scared throughout the entirety of Penacony. Because, one, Himiko was getting off the Astral Express. Two, these are the same writers who wrote the chapter where Himiko died and all came back third. And three, in the White Knight song, which was the one of the big teasers for Penacony, essentially teased the entirety of Penacony, right? One of the lines of lyrics in that song goes something along the lines of, I have nothing left to lose. Which is a scary prospect. Ugh. I think it's because I was expecting I was trying to brace myself for a Himiko death, is why Firefly's death affected me so much. Because I was not expecting her to die. And I was also not expecting to get so attached to Firefly so quickly, dude. Like, oh god. Man, I still remember the first time I saw that scene. I literally sat there for like a good 10 minutes. Just contemplating it.
I don't think the followers of the Harmony are completely innocent victims in all of this. For reasons unknown, they have a strong desire to smooth things over, which leads to speculation about their motives. If either the family or IPC were to assume full control of Penacony, it would return to its previous illusory dream of hedonism, and the efforts of those previous nameless would once again go to waste.
So once again, we find ourselves at odds with the IPC. Shocking. Wow. Wow. Listen, we can take out the entire, I almost said NPC. The entire IPC. You know? Now, there are characters we haven't met and stuff, right? So, we don't exactly know the personalities of them. Judging from that one Myriad Celestia, there are some other characters that have certain designs. You know? But, but like, we don't really know personality and stuff like that, right? So, I don't know about all of them. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this though. As of present, of the main IPC members we have been exposed to, Topaz I'm fine with. Aventurine and Jade, they can die for all I care. Albert is okay. And from the Myriad Celestia thing for the Stonehearts, right? The only member of the Stonehearts in that we haven't met already, right? That I can genuinely say I wouldn't mind dying is Diamond. Actual toddler.
There you are.
Don't understand
well?
that fucker's an emanator of preservation. He's like, was the preservation high when it decided, yes, this is gonna be my emanator? Huh?
I didn't disturb you since you were in a deep sleep.
Even
Damn it, I should have asked where
eventually
Himiko.
Our
Go back,
adventure in
go back,
Penacony is
go
approaching
back.
its conclusion.
Go back, where's Himiko?
After Anna's dream was shattered, the family branch from the Montour system soon arrived and swiftly took control of the situation. Most members of the Oak family fell unconscious, but fortunately, their lives were not in danger.
The mastermind behind the plans was confirmed to be Gopher Wood, the previous Dream Master. But by the time we arrived, he was dead already.
And what about Sunday?
Face a trial.
Of course.
As for further details, the family would rather not disclose them.
Wait, is he getting the death sentence? Is that why he hasn't had drip marketing yet? I like how everyone was anticipating Sunday drip marketing for the longest time, and we still haven't gotten it. As far as I'm aware. I'll put on screen right now if I was like wrong. I'll search it up later. Actually, I'll do it right now. That's definitely not real. I know for a fact that's not me. Okay, so yeah, Sunday hasn't had any drip marketing still. Is that why he's never gonna be putting? Is that why he's gonna face death sentence and never be a playable character? Nah, I guarantee you he's probably gonna be a playable character eventually.
Ultimately, the public perceived the incident as an attack by evil forces targeting the Charmony Festival. They believe the family failed to safeguard the sweet dream, significantly eroding their credibility in the process. While quite different from the truth, this appears to be the outcome with the least impact.
After all, you don't know who's awake and who's pretending
Oh,
to be
Shiva.
asleep. Well, they'll open their eyes in the face of danger. Once the danger subsides, they'll embrace the sweet dream again. Here's a toast, with 3
There
glasses
she is.
of glory of the Trailblaze to all of you.
I like how when we first saw her, we genuinely thought she was just gonna be a regular ass NPC.
Yeah, it's good to see you all again. Although we might be saying goodbye again after this reunion.
Hopefully not. When's she becoming a playable character? Imagine. The bartender.
When will the Astral Express leave Penacony?
We'll stay a bit longer, but not too long.
Oh wait, actually, I guess you. Sorry, I was just thinking back here. I guess you could technically make the argument that both Misha and what's his name, the gal, something I don't know. That other guy are technically dead, right? Well, the one is not really real. The other one is dead. Misha is dead.
So, this is our final meeting then? If this is a farewell, then it seems to be missing something. Music?
Drink.
Atmosphere?
Drink.
Maybe a special drink to honor those who are not here. Let's see. The mixed drink should be solemn, dignified, and unique. As we'll use it to pay respect to those fallen heroes. To the nameless, resting in peace. And to Gallagher.
Okay, so Gallagher is gone. Okay. Yeah. That was the name I was trying to find, Gallagher. What do we get? Okay. POV switched. Really? I couldn't tell. Do I have enough for another pull yet? No, okay. No time for that right now.
Ready to mix your drink?
Yeah, I haven't done this in a long ass time.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen him since our last meeting at the lounge. Come to think of it, he always did come and go quietly. We used to discuss everything here. But every time he'd leave, I'd realize that I didn't know him at all. Such is the mystery that is Gallagher. I have a hunch. Perhaps he's already fulfilled his wishes and won't be coming back.
Yeah.
Before we start, would you like to talk to your friends? We have plenty of time.
No, I'm good.
Alright, as you wish. Huh. I think I have an idea about what drink to make. Would you like it bitter or sweet? It's up to you. Choose the flavor that suits you best at this moment.
How about bittersweet? How about instead of bitter or sweet, we just have bittersweet? Just mix the two together. It shouldn't be that difficult, right? Sweet.
Drowning sweetness. One of the most challenging drinks to make. A slight imbalance in the ingredients can result in an overwhelmingly viscous sweet taste.
Wonderful.
However, with the right ratios, you get a uniquely sweet drink with a lingering aftertaste.
I don't really like lingering aftertastes.
Not a bad choice. Let's start mixing.
I don't really like a lingering aftertaste. I mean, depends on the aftertaste. You know? Like, if it's a certain kind of aftertaste, though, I more just feel uncomfortable. Mini wine glass. I haven't done this in the longest time. Less ice. I like how less ice is just one ice cube. Dream Jam. Where the fuck is Dream Jam? This doesn't seem too hard. What's that other one? Sweet. Next. Origami bird. That wasn't difficult at all. Very sweet, very strong, very thick. Yay. I cannot wait.
Words always fall short. If you want to bring closure to past events at this lounge, there's no better way than mixing a drink. Blend all your memories and emotions together and stir them well. Through the filter of time, what remains in the glass is something to savor. Well, it's done. Here's to the nameless resting in peace. And to my friend, Gallagher. The spirit of freedom will spread far and wide among the stars. And its legacy will be more timeless than a past
Hold on.
song.
Hold on here. Hey, your reflection is bugging. Bitch, how is the reflection the front side of... How is your reflection not your back, but instead the side of you that's facing me? Mihoyo, I would like to report, you fucked up. There is a slight fuck up here. Just a slight one. Just a slight one. You just needed to take this reflection model and flip it around. You know, then it's a reflection. This isn't a reflection. This is a projection.
We're not accepted by the outside world, so we've gathered here. And one day, our souls will return to the same place. Cheers.
No messages, huh? I haven't. Hey, my God! Thank God she's okay. Make our way to the radiant. Seriously. Like that little emoji. Alright. Say goodbye.
Oh, are you leaving? Well, then take this with you.
What? Oh, the drink we just
Mixed
made.
more of this last special drink for you. The past shouldn't be forgotten. So I hope it brings back the flavors of Penacony.
Thank you. I'm sure it'll leave a lasting impression.
If you happen to run into Gallagher, make sure he has a sip too. I know his tastes, and he'll be thrilled. Alright, enough with the heavy stuff. You guys have important things to take care of.
Yeah.
So let's not dwell on things. Whether it's the Astral Express or Penacony, there's still a long journey ahead. So let's lift our spirits, guys, and embark towards our tomorrows.
Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this, because... Oh, fuck. Because...
Old Odie is a tricky opponent. I didn't...
Because... the computer's functioning again. I am reinstalling Wuthering Waves. I have played a little bit, a couple hours maybe, of the story, but I hadn't even gotten to the end of the story of 1.0. You know, and we're already well past 1.0. You know, I have been doing my dailies and stuff. Did manage to pull at least one character. But yeah, I'm gonna try and see if I can get that back up and hopefully make videos on that. Again, I recorded the parts of the story that I played through on my phone, so I'm just gonna have to do, I guess, a voiceover for that reaction to my own recordings.
Expect him to take the risky step of going public at such a critical moment for Penacony.
Indeed. He's definitely bold. It's that kind of boldness that made him the Odie Alfalfa he is today. Still, the outcome is uncertain. Shouting loud doesn't necessarily carry any weight. What about the phone call I asked you to make, Topaz?
Ah, they agreed. But it'll take some time before they arrive.
Cool, agreed.
Just as it should be. The sweet dew should be served after the bitter poison.
Looks like we'll be skipping the exchanging apples step this time around.
Now that we're dealing with a greedy merchant, a simple apple wouldn't make a difference. Well, I guess I included myself in that remark too.
I'm gonna just say this, right? He's the greedy merchant. He's the greedy merchant. I'm sorry, like, maybe it's just in my eyes. Maybe there's other players out there that agree with the IPC on some regard and stuff, right? But like, their whole thing is spreading the will of preservation and all this other bullshit, right? Right? They're very hypocritical in that regard, though. Like, the preservation, the whole thing with the preservation is preserve, is to protect, right? Which, there's nothing bad about that. There's nothing bad about wanting to protect. But the IPC is more focused on control than anything else. Like, the IPC is more focused on controlling every aspect of the entire fucking universe. And claiming that it's the will of preservation. That's where I don't agree with them. It's like the will of preservation is in the name, is to protect, right? It like everyone interprets the we've been told this many times over in this game already. Different factions interpret the wills of different eons differently. You know, there will be multiple factions that follow the same eon, but think the eon's path is different than the other faction is. You know. But to me, I always take the eons essentially at face value. Harmony is to promote a harmonious existence between each other. Destruction, destroy all of creation. Preservation, protect. Right? So protect is not a bad thing. Control is though. It's like, yes, I can understand needing some amount of control, laws, that kind of stuff, in order to protect. But the extent that the IPC goes into it is overboard. Like, that's... You know, it's not... They're going too far down that path. To the point of not even really... to the point of more just using the preservation as an excuse in most cases. You know, and even then you could argue, but they have a emanator of preservation on their side. Emanators don't always know the exact will of the Eons either. Like, just because you're an emanator means you gain more power from that path. It doesn't mean that the Eon directly communicates with you. So even emanators can interpret paths wrong. And Diamond...
Now I'm a bit curious, Topaz. Do you think Penacony is a quality asset?
No.
Yes. Despite its recent calamity, Penacony remains a top quality asset within the cosmos. With good credit, lucrative potential, and promising prospects.
Well, that's obvious. But what I truly wanted to know is... this project is obviously too bland for your taste, isn't it?
That's true. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Venturine.
But despite that, you trust him. You even entrusted him with a cornerstone. Something as precious as life itself, to finish this gamble.
Are you not in the same boat, Miss Jade? Without us playing along, your Jade Stone wouldn't have made it across the border so easily, allowing you to see all desires that flow through dreams to gain a bargaining chip in negotiations. That's why I'm willing to stake my Topaz Stone to cover for you. It's like one big elaborate game of chess.
Once that kid sets his mind to something, nothing can stop him. Not even fate. Well, at least he's still alive. And that's the best outcome.
Looks like we've strayed off topic, Miss Jade. Should we discuss our next steps?
No need. I'll go it alone. Meanwhile, you can go greet our honored guest and wait for my message.
Okay.
Is that Robin? Huh. She's also here on the Radiant Feldspar.
Yay, Faye. Hi, Jade. Alright, I'll show you right here why I don't like Jade. That. Right here. That. And that.
Do as you're told.
That's why I don't like Jade. At all.
Greetings, Miss Robin. I didn't expect to meet you here.
Hi, Robin.
Miss Jade? Greetings. The opening ceremony for the Charmony Festival has been moved to the Radiant Feldspar, so I'm here making some preparations. How about you? Have you spoken with Mr. Alfalfa?
I'm actually on my way to meet him right now. Do you know him well, Miss Robin?
Unfortunately, I've never met him. I've only heard a few comments from the former head of the Oak family. Mr. Alfalfa is respectable when it comes to business, but in other respects, I can't say the same.
Where do you think the future of the planet of festivities is headed?
I believe the sweet dream will see its rebirth. Just like the Radiant Feldspar resumed its voyage, the Harmony needs a new direction. Only by bidding farewell to the past can we actually sail into the future. There are no permanent allies or everlasting enemies. So let's both take what we need from this deal.
Naturally. I'm looking forward to your performance. See you at the festival.
See you later, Miss Jade.
I mean, I didn't expect, Robin to be, like, you know, ecstatic right now. Her brother, who she thought was the only person she was really close to her all this time, he is currently facing charges for, yeah.
Thank you for your patience, Mr. Alfalfa. Let's continue our discussion.
Figured out something already, Miss Jade? But where is Miss Topaz?
Topaz has something else to take care of. You'll be seeing her later. Talks can still continue between the two of us.
Is it just me, miss? Your tone sounds very different now.
I need to set a good example for my junior. It's not a good habit to be too loose-lipped during negotiations, right? Now we can speak frankly and openly. Do you believe what I said, Odie? You're not the only merchant who has seen the changes in the cosmic market over the past 10 Amber Eras.
Interesting. Now that's interesting. Good. It's good to be straightforward. Openness and transparency are my things. So, tell me, what's your next move?
Unfortunately, I'd like to speak the harsh truth before laying out my plan. Let's cut to the chase. First, your plan won't work. Penacony has no way of sidestepping the IPC and going public.
You don't know that for sure.
Second, you can't stop the IPC from entering Penacony.
You don't know that for sure.
We've got all the time and connections in the world to find a way in. We'll keep tearing down and rebuilding this place until the Asdana system gets used to the IPC's ways again. Now, I'm repeating your words exactly.
And that is exactly what I mean. It's like, that's not preservation. You're causing destruction. You are literally invading and trying to destroy all of this. That's not preservation. That's bullshit. You're using preservation as an excuse, a justification. You're not protecting. You're protecting only when there's benefit for you in it. That's not protection. Fucking inconvenient.
Indeed. You surely have a way with words. Now, I'm curious to know what you have up your sleeve.
Mr. Alfalfa, let's not forget that the IPC controls the biggest interstellar publicity platform.
Boo-hoo.
More than half the news networks in the universe take their orders from us.
Exactly my point. Control, not protection. More for control, more for your own gain, less for actually protection.
The moment news spreads about Penacony
You're
going
using
public,
the preservation
trillions
as
of
an
customers
excuse.
will immediately receive a message like this. The family's protection for Penacony has expired. Any mishaps in the dreamscape could result in permanent brain death. Care to guess how many ways we have to turn alfalfa credits into worthless junk within a measly 24 system hours? With the entire cosmos keeping a close eye on Penacony, I assure you, it won't be too hard.
You really think you could pull that off?
Even from Pier Point, as distant as it may be, I'm more than capable of keeping you on a tight leash. However, if you agree to give up that half-baked plan to go public, the IPC will assure you that we'll never jeopardize the interests of the family heads under your leadership.
That's a bold-faced lie.
After all, we also need allies here in Asdana. The IPC can assist Penacony with financing, starting by acquiring 30% equity shares. With our financial support, stabilizing and rebuilding Penacony will be a piece of cake.
30% equity, you say? Who can guarantee you won't want more in the future?
That's the brilliant part of it all. The answer is simple. No one. There are no guarantees. It all hinges on self-awareness and mutual respect.
Which you don't have.
Well, the board of directors will consider the interests of the family heads to some extent.
No, they won't.
You're a smart merchant, old Odie. Isn't the whole purpose of this elaborate game to showcase your business acumen and seek more benefits for the family? It benefits us if we both take a step back. And if that's not enough for you, I'm pretty sure that another goal of making Penacony go public is to expand the influence of the Planet of Festivities and attract more customers. I understand your concern, and I have a solution for that, too.
Not really.
Fine. Now I see your sincerity. As the head of the Alfalfa family, I don't think I have any reason to refuse your offer.
I have several.
However, as their chosen one, I still need one final answer.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
When I was a child, I heard the adults recite the tale of the ancient Ember Era, about the ascension of Shipe, the Harmony, and the downfall of Enna, the Order. The Order and the Preservation used to be close in ancient times. So, why does the IPC, as a follower of the Amber Lord, seek collaboration with the family instead of aligning with the Order?
I think they already are to some extent, though. Because again, as I've been saying, the IPC in general is more focused on control over every aspect of everything than just protection and preservation, you know? And control over everything is what the Order is all about. You know? So, like, just saying. Just saying. Diamond may be an emanator of the preservation, but the way he's leading the IPC sounds a bit more like the will of the Order than anything else.
The answer is simpler than you think. It's all about credits. Everyone's favorite thing and the universally recognized currency among the stars.
I have far too many.
The IPC has the power to perpetually ensure their value.
You sure about that?
With each new world integrated into the credit system, the IPC adds another building block to its cause. Eventually, all exchanges, capital, and businesses will operate within a unified monetary system.
I'm just saying this, MiHoYo. Can you do me this one favor for once? Over the course of Honkai Star Rail, could we maybe, I don't know, dismantle the entirety of the IPC? Or at the very least, change the way they go about things? Because I hate them. I really do. I don't hate them as much as the fucking masked fools, but I still hate them. I gotta say, the faction that I hate the most is the masked fools. Second to them is the IPC. With only a couple exceptions of characters.
By then, all planetary developments will be recorded in accounts with well-defined values and the ability for exchange and circulation. And the heart of everything will be Klepoth's credit.
Your credit, not Klepoth's credit.
And then the IPC will be able to exert influence over everything.
Like the Order.
Our intention is to establish enduring preservation, so I'm sure you can understand.
And there you go again, using the preservation as an excuse. He literally just pointed out what I was talking about. Dude, right here. Right here. Man literally pointed it out. We'll be able to exert influence over everything. That is literally the Order.
This universe doesn't need two types of order.
Well said. Now you've convinced me.
If she's actually convinced you, you're idiotic. And I don't know how the fuck you managed to get this far.
Right. Tell me your solution. Let's see if we're thinking the same thing.
Then let's continue our conversation. Please, Topaz, invite Sweet Dew to join us at the table.
Who? Alright, Himiko, what the fuck are you planning?
Thank you for your presence, Miss Himiko. Please allow me to introduce her to you, Mr. Alfalfa. This is Miss Himiko from the Astral Express, one of the future shareholders of Penacony.
I've heard so much about you, Mr. Alfalfa. It's an honor to meet you as representative of the Astral Express.
This stunning lady is the navigator of the Astral Express? It's a pleasure to meet you.
I believe everyone here is familiar with the general contents of the proposal. After this round of financing, the IPC is expected to hold 30% of Penacony's shares. Then, the IPC will transfer 5% of that stake to the Astral Express and recommend Miss Himeko as an independent director to honor the sacrifices and contributions made by the former Nameless to the land of the dreams.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Himeko, okay? Nothing but respect for you. If you accept this, though... So let me get this straight. They have 30%, and they will then transfer 5% to them. The IPC still has majority. If anything, I would say split it clean down the fucking middle. 15-15. Like, if they do it like this, the IPC can still exert more control over this than anyone else. Really. Like, bullshit. Bullshit.
While this decision isn't finalized yet, we are honored that everyone here recognizes the way of the Trailblaze. While the Nameless didn't embark on their journeys for fame or fortune, if this is the wish of both the family and the IPC, I will represent the Astral Express and fulfill my duty as a member of the board of directors. The entire crew has agreed to assist in the reconstruction of Penacony. Beyond that, in our future travels, we are committed to bringing the beautiful dreams of the planet of festivities to more worlds. Of course, all cooperation is based on one premise. The path of harmony in Penacony must not be distorted again, and such a tragedy must never recur.
In other words, we are not re-establishing a prison. Do you understand that, IPC? Now, what did we come to? This is after negotiations. What did we come to? You know what? No, I'm sorry. Nope. I ain't playing as Jade. Fuck
that. Old OT is in agreement, so the issue is settled, I presume.
No,
what about the remaining family heads?
What did we come to an agreement on? It better not have been the fucking 5%.
They will soon realize the situation. When the last question was asked, old Odie represented more than just the Alfalfa family.
When should we schedule the formal negotiations? I'll handle the arrangements.
It's all up to you. I'll step back and let you handle the negotiations and takeover. I won't be involved.
Yeah, right there. Negotiations and takeover. I hate the IPC so fucking much. I hate the IPC so fucking much.
But Miss Jade, this is...
Aventurine initiated this case, and you were his project partner. If that kid hadn't overplayed his hand, I wouldn't have been pushed to the forefront. I came here today to help you sort out the toughest issue. I trust you'll be able to wrap things up quite nicely, little Yelena.
I have a headache over how much I'm just fucking...
Of course, there won't be any problems. And please, give Diamond my assurance.
Fuck Diamond. Execute him.
Don't worry. Diamond has always trusted us. I'll put in a good word for you, and you'll have your P-45 position back in no time. Radiant Feldspar. What a fantastic ship. Well, now that my business is done, it's time for me to indulge in my own little hobby.
Ah, you want to open a Bon and Jade exchange branch on this ship too?
Opportunities like this don't come around often. Just look at the guests on this ship. They're surely holding a wealth of valuable treasures.
Once again, for your own benefit in the long run.
Well, I'll take my leave. A pawn shop can't run without a boss. See you around, Topaz.
I have one more question for you, Miss Jade.
Go ahead.
That dose of bitter poison. I'm curious as to how you found this information.
What information?
I didn't find the information. It came to me. It was from a lady concerned with the future of the Harmony. In return, I've agreed to help her with something. But that's for later. We can deal with it after we leave Penacony. You see, that's what investment is all about. The seeds of opportunity are already sown. They only need a little bit of nourishment to take root. And then after, all we need to do is wait patiently. Like right now, for example. It's just about time my final guest boarded the ship.
Thank God we're switching to Firefly. Thank God we're switching to Firefly. Oh my God. Thank God we're switching to Firefly. If we stayed on the IPC shit any fucking longer, I would have fucking lost it. I already think I need to...
was way easier than I thought. The family's security is as lax as ever.
I already need to go take a fucking pill for my head. I'll try to hold on for the rest of this recording at the very least.
This is the Radiant Feldspar. A pawn shop
sorry
that
for
grants
my
wishes. Is there really a place like that on the ship?
No.
I'll find out for myself if the rumors are true or not.
No, do not go there. It's just gonna be fucking Jade. She's gonna...
Welcome to Bonnet Jade Exchange. Radiant Felts. How should I address you?
Just call me
Samuel.
I want to keep on living.
Everything you have.
That's right.
Miss Samuel, I think you'd best turn around. It seems...
What do you mean?
I mean it literally.
Okay. A pawn shop that grants wishes. I see.
Well, that's quite a harsh accusation. I understand you may not fully comprehend. Go and talk to these people. Once you've done that...
That Lady Bonajade feels more like a money lender rather than the owner of a pawn.
Which one should I pop? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Nice to see the voice actress getting to work. Unlike Lumine and fucking Genshin.
Don Hung and Void Ranger Dive!
Don't change the words.
No, it's not the best time to do that.
Why not?
Sorry. I'll catch up with you later.
Alright, I'm back, I guess.
So you're back, Miss Samuel.
Yeah, but...
I'm really
Not
sorry,
so
Firefly.
fast.
I can't
Del
stand
was from home.
others.
It was a piece
I
of cake
can't.
for me.
I
Let's
don't
just
care.
hope that next. Then there's Stacy. From the moment she will accrue of. As for Detective, he offered his own memory. Interesting, don't you think? When people see others and patience. AR 26710. You are much calmer than I expected. Entropy loss syndrome. Truly an unjust misfortune. The higher-ups in Glamoth. As for the price, those Iron Cavalries weren't exactly seen as regular, independent humans, so there wasn't really. However, you are different. You're now a Stellaron hunter, a living being named Firefly. Naturally, you want to continue your existence, but with the firmament front gone, the people who know the secret and can cure the disease are nowhere to be found.
Are you suggesting that the IPC has a remedy?
I wouldn't trust them, to be honest.
Well, there might be a silver lining. That's all.
I see. It's no wonder you said I can't provide anything of equal value. because nothing I own holds any meaning. So, you're going to ask me to personally restrain my partners to ensure my own survival?
Unfortunately, that's not quite the case.
What do you mean, unfortunately?
Partners. A nice way to put it. Now I'm even more curious about the Stellaron Hunters. Each of you has your own identity and a special bond with each other. It's strong and intimate, and yet it allows for independence. Just as the 10 Stonehearts follow Diamond, you follow your own leader. I wonder what they are like, and if all Stellaron Hunters are like you. Traveling on the path of finality, but struggling against your destiny. Attempting to move in the opposite direction.
Yes! Finality, finality. Again, I mentioned this earlier on in Pentaconi and stuff, right? But I have this tendency of like writing myself into these different worlds and games and shows and stuff that I like and everything. When I wrote myself into Honkai Impact 3rd, right? No, Honkai, sorry. Honkai Star Rail. I keep saying Honkai. But Honkai Star Rail, right? First of all, I put myself as a Stellaron Hunter. And second of all, before it was even confirmed that the finality is a thing, I put myself as an emanator of finality. Well, that aligned perfectly.
I really hope that one day, all of you will come and visit my pawn shop. I'll be waiting patiently for that day.
I hope it never fucking comes. Nope, not at all. But oh my god, the finality. I'm sorry, if the finality is a thing here, right? It has to be Kiana then. It has to be this world's Kiana then, right? But like there's theories that the whole reason why this world's version of Raiden Mei ended up the way she is with the Nihility is because she had to kill her version of Kiana. But let me put a little spin on this now, right? What if in killing this world's version of Kiana, it was actually the catalyst that allowed her to ascend to Aeonhood as the finality? In which case, Raiden Mei is still the origin. Oh god, this is the one time when I'm actually glad I did not skip Jade's dialogue. I'm just saying this, the fact that I was skipping Jade's dialogue earlier, and then all of a sudden I was just like, you know what, I'm just not gonna skip it right now. You know, something told me.
Can I see this as an invitation? From Diamond to the Stellaron Hunters while keeping the IPC in the dark?
Consider it more of a personal offer from myself. It doesn't represent the IPC or the Strategic Investment Department.
The Stellaron Hunters have interacted with the IPC, but not the 10 Stonehearts. Our paths have never crossed. As for your offer, I can pass it along to my partners. But I have a question. You know who I am. And you must know that my partner is keeping an eye on this room. If she wanted to, she could let the entirety of Pierpoint know about it within a few mere seconds.
Know about what?
What drives you to take such a risk?
Oh, going behind the IPC, yeah.
Diamond, even if it could lead to your downfall.
Simply put, you and I are the same.
I don't believe that at all.
However, unlike you Stellaron Hunters or the Astral Express, we band together merely to obtain what we want.
Right there, merely to obtain what we want. So you don't fucking give two shits about the preservation. Also, thumbnail. Possible thumbnail. Thank you.
Each of us has our own past and destined ends. And on this journey, we have been invited by Diamond to join him. This journey could be either brief or long, as each of us carries a void in our hearts that can only be filled from the outside. So, Diamond made us a promise. To divide the power of the Emanator of Preservation into 10 pieces, and give each of us a cornerstone to fill that void. Mortal flesh is fragile, yet my heart is unyielding like the monolith. For without this resolve, the way of preservation would fade into oblivion. So, you understand? This pledge goes beyond a mere oath. It's our collateral in exchange for opportunities, wealth, survival, and a future. And whatever we gain from it will fortify the Stonehearts in return, allowing us to achieve the great cause of the preservation when the war among the eons eventually comes.
The great cause of Diamond. So not the preservation.
I understand. Take your time, child. You don't need to give me an immediate answer. Like I said, patience is one of my greatest strengths.
If fate turns that page, our paths will cross again. It's a shame, though, that this pawn shop can't give me what I desire. My last attempt in Penacony. Well, it ends with hope.
Lady Bonajade, I've come to deliver the collaterals promised.
Turns out, the meeting to decide the future of Penacony went much smoother than expected. With little debate.
Lucky no more still.
The Charmony Festival's opening ceremony is starting soon. I should head down and take a look. This airship has quite a few treasures. A bountiful harvest.
I'm telling you, dude. Here's the thing: is whenever the main character voice actors in Hawkeye, Star Rail, or Genshin Impact actually get to voice act, they do a pretty good job. You know, it's just that, especially in Genshin Impact, there's not a lot. There's not a lot. Why is it that every character I hate is just coming out of the woodworks?
The festival hasn't started. Let's take a quick break.
Alright, Sparkle, time for your introduction.
Hi! We meet again.
Who's that?
It's really you! I knew I didn't get the wrong person.
Who else would be walking around dressed like this?
Yes, it's just I didn't get the chance to say hello. There's still some time before the Charmony Festival starts. Do you want to chat?
Of course. Why would I not?
2 murder cases, a showdown with the IPC's ambassadors, the legacy of the Nameless, and a remnant of the Order who dreams of creating a paradise in place of the Eons. You guys even ended up shattering the dream. It's truly been quite a vacation.
I wouldn't really call this vacation.
It's a good thing that you
Vacations
guys
are supposed to be
overcome
relaxing.
all those difficult problems. Congratulations! After the Charmony Festival's opening,
That's why I didn't really call me and my family's first ever vacation in air quotes up to Oregon a real vacation, because newsflash, this was a few years ago now, but yeah, newsflash, we all got COVID. Not a vacation. That was miserable. That was utterly miserable. Luckily, I have not had COVID since then, though.
there will always be somewhere. After all, you guys are on the path of the Trailblaze.
I mean, judging by the continuum, or continuance, or whatever it said, missions, the Cienjo again.
Before joining the Stellar
is actually our
Hunters,
next destination.
Elio told me that this journey will tell me how to live on. That's all he said. As for the rest,
Okay.
it's up to me to find out.
I'm sorry, I'm just realizing this, right? I'm just realizing this right now. If the theory that the cat that keeps appearing in like all the Stalron Hunter stuff is actually Elio, then that means the finality chose a fucking cat to be its emanator, I would guess. Or Elio's not an emanator of the finality. That could also be a case. But if Elio can see the future and stuff, and finality can see the future and everything, then I would assume it would either be something along the lines of just someone who's very deep into the path of finality, or an emanator of the finality. And if it's the latter, honest to God, if Kiana was still the finality in this world, is still the finality in this world, I would see why she would pick a cat.
So, I'll pay extra attention to any leads that will let me live on. This trip to Penacony is no different.
I really hope she gets to live on.
Yes. Initially, I thought the answer might lie with the riddle of the watchmaker. I was looking in the wrong place, but I did reap some rewards. Do you know Miss Jade from the IPC Strategic
Unfortunately.
Investment Department? She told me her price,
Right there.
I know. But what she wanted wasn't my answer either. Of course, I want to live on. But what fate owes me, I want it paid back, not passed on. No one else should be involved because this is a grudge between me and fate.
Honestly, fair. Completely
of
fair.
Actually, I feel that I still owe you a formal apology for that matter with the performer of the Iris family. Even the smallest of lies can turn into a betrayal as sharp as a blade. I'm sorry.
What are we talking about here again?
It was an emergency, so I never had the chance to formally apologize to you. And admittedly,
Oh, that lie.
I was
Okay,
the
yeah.
one to blame.
Yeah, okay, never mind. I just remembered.
To me, hiding is much easier than being
Sorry, you gotta realize it's been a long ass time since I've experienced that part of Penacony.
expressing my emotions as any ordinary person would.
That was literally like the beginning of Penacony.
It's that girl! Get moving! Arrest that criminal before the Charmony Festival's opening ceremony starts!
I can't believe they've chased me this far. Looks like we have to say our goodbyes. Don't worry about me, just go and enjoy the ceremony.
No, I'm
The
worrying
script
about you.
hasn't reached its end yet. We will meet again.
No, but you see, the problem here is that the script says you're gonna have to die yet another time in here. No. Because she's smuggled herself in here.
But if it's
Which means the only
those
way
two
to
hounds
leave
again,
is...
she'll probably be fine.
Oh wait, it's the same hounds. It's the same hounds from before. Yeah, no, she'll be fine. She'll be fine.
I'll send a message later to check in on her.
She'll
Let's
be
go attend the
completely
Charmony
fine.
Festival first.
Alright, let's see the Charmony Festival.
Let's
This isn't
take a
gonna have
seat
anything
here.
bad happen.
Why do I feel like there's someone waiting for me? I probably have enough time. Maybe I should take a walk?
No.
Forget it. I've done enough walking around already. Let's take a seat and rest for a while.
Me after like every school day. It's like, you know what? I'm done. I bet nothing bad is gonna happen here. Sparkle is definitely not gonna show up and cause a whole catastrophe. Oh, we already have a message from Firefly. Could you shut up in the background? Yeah, that is sad.
Looks like I don't have to worry about her. Let's wait for the opening ceremony to start.
Again, nothing bad is gonna happen here. Definitely.
It's Miss Robin! Hey, Miss Robin!
Hey, Miss Robin!
Over here, Miss Robin!
Oh god, I was reading the damn thing down there. Hello, Robin.
Distinguished guests.
Quick question. I don't know if it's from this or not, but I was like going through the Hoyo Mix thing on Apple Music and I saw a new song of yours. That wouldn't happen to be related to this Trailblaze mission, would it? just saying. Because there was the original 3 and now there's a 4th one. So, is that just another thing they decided to put out? Or
It's a pleasure to join you all in
I've already
celebrating
listened
the
to it.
grandest ceremony of the Amber Era, the Charmony Festival. Firstly, on behalf of the Penacony family's 5 major lineages, and on behalf of myself, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all our guests.
Just taking pictures.
As you all may have noticed, this year's Charmony Festival is far from regular. Thanks to the efforts of everyone, this celebration is unprecedented in scale, with factions from across the cosmos in attendance. Not only that, the customary opening ceremony held at the Penacony Grand Theater has now moved to the Radiant Feldspar, the very airship you all stand upon. We invite you to express your warmest applause.
Jesus Christ, can those fucking things stop making all this noise in the background?
Alpha family, for his selfless devotion to the Harmony's cause.
Like, this is annoying. Listen to this. Could this fucking trotter shut up? That doesn't sound good in the back. You hear that?
What makes this festival so uniquely significant? As is widely known, the Radiant Feldspar had to halt its voyage due to an anomaly in the Sweet Dream, sparking widespread discussion in the 12 Hours. Thanks to the hard work of Penacony's internal and external factions, we've finally gotten the Dreamscape back on track, just in time for the Charmony Festival. And as they say,
There's still a problem.
the Charmony Festival not only celebrates this achievement, but also marks the relaunch of the Radiant Feldspar. And finally, the last reason. Does everyone remember the Watchmaker? In truth, the family has poured their efforts into this festival just to commemorate this legendary luminary, the father of Penacony, Mikhail Chard-Legwork, one of the legendary Nameless who laid the foundations of Penacony's sky with his companion, who taught us
Okay, sorry, small. Yeah, I forgot the recording was about to run out, so.
in exchange for what is now known as the Paradise of Harmony.
You're gonna have to read the first part of that sentence yourself. Sorry about that.
It can be said that Penacony's splendid success today is deeply rooted in the trailblazing ethos the Watchmaker planted within us. Only by honoring this trailblazing spirit can we fulfill our mission and spread harmony to a broader audience.
Aw, that's so nice of her. She's talking about us.
Really, March? I didn't put 2 and 2 together. Sorry.
Oh, come on. It doesn't matter if she's talking about the old or new generation. We're all still part of the Astral Express family.
Massive family, then. This spawns countless centuries.
And now, the sweet dream is back on track.
Those trotters are so annoying.
If it weren't for everyone on the Astral Express, we wouldn't be able to successfully host this Charmony Festival.
Can you not put me on the spot like that? I'm not.
With
unanimous consent from the 5 major lineages, Penacony's family, on behalf of all family members throughout the cosmos, offer a token of appreciation to the Nameless.
Oh, I wonder if it's gonna be a big one.
Oh, shut it.
We will transfer ownership of the Radiant Feldspar to the Astral Express.
Huh?
A meager appreciation that we hope you will accept with grace.
Huh? Huh? Sorry, go back. What? No, I'm standing by what I said earlier. I don't need all this. This is a bit too big, Robin. I'm this guy. This guy literally has my eyes and like the hairstyle I wish I had. But like this guy literally looks like me almost. Just take off the fedora. Just take off the fedora and change to just like casual wear with a jacket, and that's just me right now. Like, no, I'm serious. This is a bit too big, Robin. How about instead of all of this, you maybe just give me like 7,000 Stellar Jade.
Let us give our applause and cheers to these brave and dauntless Nameless.
No, I'm serious. This is unnecessary. This entire thing is unnecessary.
Now, I propose a toast to harmony, to the
Okay, the longer she draws this on, I'm just... Oh, the ... Sparkle, is that when you're...
family head, Mr. O.T. Alfalfa.
No? Okay. They drew that out. Here comes Sparkle. Here comes Sparkle. 100% here comes Sparkle.
To make a decision like that. This little bird is no less capable than her brother.
All's well that ends well. Right. But have you forgotten someone, my gray-haired friend? I put a bomb on this ship. You have 10 minutes to find it. Better hurry.
When did this get shoved into my hands?
You little piece of fucking shit.
There are still so many bombs. Now is not the time for the plot payoff. I can't handle this alone. Time to create a group and inform everyone.
Plot payoff. Yo, like the new music in the background there. It's like a more creepy remixed, not creepy, but like, it's a more tame remixed version of Sparkle's theme from her trailer, Melodrama or whatever it's called. I have it on my playlist. Just a second. Right here, Monodrama. That was close. That's how many bombs? Oh, only 5 bombs. What do you mean? Still so many bombs. It's 5. 5 is my lucky number. Come on. This isn't bad. 5 is my lucky number. I love that though. Now is not the time for the plot payoff. Oh my god. No. Huh? There's an imaginary neutron bomb on this ship. Wonderful. I can explain the situation personally. Oh my god, I hate how they just go through this and I can't read it. When the fuck did you join this? No, not Argent. Argenti, you leave. Boot Hill, I guess you can stay. But Argenti, you go. Oh, hey, Robin. I don't think you understand. There is an essentially a nuke on this fucking ship. There should be panic. Argenti, please leave. The beauty is duty bound, of course. Don't pass. Adventuring. Dr. Ratio's left. Where you just said K? I'm sorry, I would never have expected Ratio to just type in K. From every word I have ever heard this guy say, I would have never expected him to just type in K. I guess it's more efficient, he's all about efficiency, but like, still. Why is Argenti in here? Why is Aventurine in here? Why is Dr. Ratio in here? Boot Hill, I guess you can stay.
All set. Let's start following the plan.
What plan? I'm telling you, dude, the entire reason why I like monodrama so much is simply because of the fact that it has this nice little... Find the boss based on Sparkle's Wondrous Treasure Map 999. So there's 999 bombs planted in 5 places around this shit. Oh boy. I see one already, by the way. I love that. That's it? I've never heard that line before. No, I saw that. You... Yo, I'm angry at you for that one. Yeah, and so the last one is the real bomb. Wonderful. At Robin. Of course. Like, even before they showed off the version trailer for this update, ages ago now, now they teased this with Sparkle's A Moment Among the Stars thing, where she, mentioned, she's happy being a side character. Then at the climax of the performance...
Not much time left. I hope I make it.
Judging from the version trailer, this is where Firefly... Are you serious? Why are you just face palming? Really? Best you can do in a situation like this? Just face palm? Firefly?
46 seconds. 28 minutes, 45 seconds.
You're here! Looks like she also sent you a message. Since you're here, I'll just keep it short. Just over half an hour ago, I received a message from an unknown sender and rushed here as soon as I could.
27 minutes, 51 seconds.
The sweet
Why aren't we
has
doing
lost
anything?
The protection of the order. If it were to blow up here, the consequences would be unfathomable. I've scrutinized it for a long time, but the bomb's design is incredibly unique. As if it's been locked by some mysterious path force.
Fucking aha. I'm still like... I don't know if I'm the only one who thinks this. I think other people might think this as well. But whenever Firefly puts on the mask, the Kitsune mask, right? Right, her eyes actually turn into the same eyes that Aha is depicted as having, which makes some people think, and especially that line in her trailer where she's like, "What is elation? Me, I am elation," right? Right, makes some people think, what if she is Aha? You know? What if she literally is the elation?
It's difficult. Time is running out, and she's a master of disguise. And even if we catch her, she won't come quietly.
Firefly.
Actually, there might be another way. Do you still remember? The script said that I will experience death 3 times in the Land of Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
I think this moment heralds the 3rd time.
Damn it, I don't know what I just hit.
You may already know
What I just hit. What's your plan? Okay.
that I have no way of evoking dreams. I employ a Stellaron Hunter's special method in order to enter dreams instead.
Finality.
This allows me to perform feats that typical dream chasers can't. As long as I can bear the pain of the Memoria pressure, I'll be able to dive into the primal memory zone beyond the dream and extend a lifeline to the Radiant Feldspar. I will take this bomb into the depths of the dreamscape, as deep as possible, where there are no living souls around. That way, at least no one will get hurt. Don't worry. I believe that this Firefly armor will be enough to take me to where I need to go before the countdown ends. And maybe even make it back safely. At present, this is our best and most logical course of action. After all, a long story deserves a happy ending. I have some words to share with you, though they were spoken to me by Miss Acheron.
Right in me.
She said that the so-called impossible is merely something that is yet to happen.
Mm-hmm.
At the moment, there are so many things that seem impossible. But are they really never going to happen? Maybe it's just that the moment to disprove these impossibilities hasn't arrived yet. Whether it be a literal ending, suffering akin to death, or a harrowing deathscape. Before the appointed destination arrives, they are all the same. Yet I can still make myriad choices. I also firmly believe that when that moment arrives for us to make a choice, the answer to our end will already be within our hearts. It is not destiny that shapes us, but we who shape destiny. The Astral Express and the Stellaron Hunters are like light and shadow. We walk on different paths, intertwined, moving forward and growing together.
It is the song. It is the new song.
The end is
Fuck.
predestined,
No.
but it is not today.
Things are going too well. Let's speed up the countdown.
Human life is short, just like fireflies to a flame. So if you have an answer in your heart, always remember, don't leave with any regrets. We have this right, don't we?
It is the other song. Oh, fuck off.
So much about other people's safety. Why don't you go take a closer look?
Stab her already.
You see, everything is possible in this land of dreams. We each came here with our own goals and realized them in unimaginable ways. Our Regardless if the result was a sweet illusion or a bitter reality. It was an answer we longed for, day and night. So, why do people choose to slumber? I think it's as you said. Because in the end, we will wake up from our dreams.
Oh god. Not right in May at the end. No, you cannot just end it like that. No. Fuck you. Fuck you. Right in May? Hey, please.
When I arrived, I happened to see a child holding it. He said the flowers were prepared by Aunt Jessie for the watchmaker and the war comrade he'd missed his whole life. Mikhail would place 2 bunches of flowers here year after year. And after he left, it became 3. Your wishes will always be remembered by someone.
This is going back to that scene with the mother.
Penacony, as you hoped, has welcomed the dawn after a long, dark night. The path forward may not be a bed of roses, but at least people are prepared to step forth towards freedom. Tiernan, you can go home now, while the Nameless are also preparing for the next stop of their voyage.
But before leaving, we still have one last thing to do.
It is my honor. I've said many goodbyes. Yet I am glad that this is the first time I speak these words with a smile. But before leaving, I'm sure you all have plenty to say to the Nameless of the past.
I see Gallagher lurking in the background there.
A fitting end to the tale of the departed. One could not ask for a better farewell. Go on. They're all here.
Honestly, when I heard the conductor's request, I was pretty surprised. The Nameless. Those who trailblaze, doing good deeds but never seeking recognition. After all this time, how would we even find those 3 people in such a vast place like Penacony? But it seems, in the land of the dreams, anything is indeed possible.
History may not remember the names of the dead, but the stars will attest to their journeys. The first glimmer of light in the prolonged night often illuminates little, as it is fleeting and the darkness too vast. But because of this, people will remember. As long as something shines in the night sky, then when the first star falls, countless more will follow, streaking across the horizon. Brooklyn Tiernan, Rosalina, Jay, and Estella, we raise a toast to you, trailblazers of the Silver Rail. A toast to history that no longer remains silent. The passionate and courageous pursuit, and a voyage that traverses the stars.
I'm sorry to ruin this moment, but I just need to do something to break the tension here. Dan Heng, I think this is the most I have ever heard you speak in one coherent paragraph. Gallagher. Yep.
That statue. It wasn't here last time.
Just fucking creeping around the entirety of
Looks
Penacony.
like this is the last riddle that Mr. Gallagher left for us. In the end, we still failed to figure out his true identity, or if he was even a living person.
Well, what should I say? I mean, this guy is definitely a history fictionologist, all right. I'm suddenly reminded of the time at the theme park when he said he was only 13 years old. Could that have meant something too? Either way, he's an enigmatic character for sure. At least our journey together in Penacony was real enough. And his loyalty and love for this land must have been real too, right? Gallagher, we raise a toast to you, the slumbering hound, to the festival's invitation, to all lies and the singular truth. If we ever meet again, please don't talk in riddles.
That is literally impossible for him to do. Again, writing team for this. Why is every ending to a chapter, saga, whatever, that you do has to be such a fucking bittersweet ending every fucking time. Every fucking time. And I'm so honestly sick and tired of it.
Apologies.
I'm not
Mr.
sick and
Mika,
tired of
that
it.
we are only now bidding you farewell.
I'm tired of it, but I actually hope for more of this. Because it's way too good.
You've all done so much for the Watchmaker, and we are forever indebted. Allow me, as the representative of Dreamflux Reef, to make another toast to all the nameless.
What will the people of Dreamflux Reef do now?
Many will continue to live here. Those accustomed to being awake will mostly have a hard time getting used to a life of darkness with their eyes closed. Though the order has faded, there must be someone to watch over this primal memory zone. Penacony's nights are long, and there are many who are still far from a good night's sleep. As for the sweet dream over there, we're still managing without it, aren't we?
Mika and residents of Dreamflux Reef, we raise a toast to you. Watchers of the long dream. To your tenacity throughout time, to each sorrowful night, and to the dawn that is finally upon us.
One thing I just need to like check here. Nope, okay, the hole is still... The vortex is still over there. Got it.
Looks good.
Not good enough. Mikhail.
In the end, we still came full circle. This trailblazing expedition started from the moment you and a bellboy ran into each other. After going on a journey of many twists and turns, they still ended up where they started. Just like a clock's hands that turn round and round, the start and end of each day will always land on 12 o'clock. The advent of time moving forward.
Where's Clocky?
There shouldn't be much left to
Clocky
say.
should be here.
This entire adventure started because of you, and should naturally end with you. And then, a new page will be turned. Mikhail Char Legwork, we raise a toast to you, Watchmaker of the Land of the Dreams, Nameless of the Astral Express, to Penacony's past, present, future, and the child's unwavering dream unto death.
With that, our duty as Nameless should be complete, right?
The trailblaze can illuminate the way. But ultimately, the future of a world belongs to those who live in it.
I still feel that Mr. Mikhail must have really wanted to witness this day himself.
What's on your mind, March?
Just a strange feeling. I had it a few stops
Huh?
ago, but it's super strong this time.
Why not
Which
talk
is-
about it? Maybe everyone's thinking the same thing.
I can't help but think that whether it's Mr. Mikhail, Mr. Tiernan, or Madame Rosalina, their lives must have been long, and they must have experienced plenty of stories. They were also young once, stumbling and bumbling around just like us, getting into scraps and mischief, that sort of stuff. Companions, enemies, journeys, adventures, all the sad and happy memories. The everyday that we're used to, they've lived through them too. But those things are all in the past. Yeah, maybe that's the precise thing I can't let go of. It'll be easier to understand if I use an analogy. Like when you're reading a book. If one of its characters keeps running into obstacles and experiences an ending full of regrets, we're bound to feel a bit mixed about it, right? Because we've seen every nook and cranny of their lives, we see these people as special. So, even if there are parts of it that aren't really realistic nor logical, we still hope that their story gets a good ending when it comes. But what if they and we aren't really that special? When Mr. McHale sat in this chair, waiting for the Astral Express to arrive every day, what was he thinking? And if, at the end of his life, he could still firmly say he had no regrets, then what is this regret we feel in our hearts right now?
I think each and every one of us is searching for the answer to this very question. The universe is vast, and our lives are but specks. The trailblaze never ends, but against the backdrop of the cosmos, the average person's lifelong journey is merely a short stretch. But it is in this minuscule distance that paths cross and countless worlds connect. The universe may not remember every person who leaves a tie along the silver rail, but we will.
I'm sorry for being so quiet. I'm just way too invested right now. I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep tonight. I'm going to have too much on my mind. I'm going to have too much on my mind.
As long as we remember, their stories will never end. And what Mr. McHale has left for us is his answer to this very question. It may not be perfect, but it left a smile on this storied, jaded old Nameless's face at the end of his life. And its meaning will be interpreted by those who come after us.
It's not the answer that's important, but what we can learn from others' answers, right?
This is what trailblazing is.
Sure. I'm really sorry for bringing down the vibe. Quick, Don Hung, tell us a dad joke to lighten the mood.
No. Fuck off. That's Sino's job. And Albert.
It's never a bad thing to reflect. One day we'll all have to face our own farewells.
But before that, we still have a long way ahead of us together.
So the most important thing right now is to tell the conductor what we saw in Penacony. Then prepare ourselves for our next trailblazing destination.
I should get back to the Express. Or maybe I could say my final goodbye to Acheron.
Well, 100% I'm saying my final goodbye to Ack. Right in May. Man, that would have been awkward. I almost said Acheron. Who the hell is Acheron?
Do you still remember when we first arrived in Penacony?
Mm-hmm.
Who would have thought our paths would cross in such a way? Come to think of it, I didn't even get a chance to formally introduce myself. Simply put, I'm a self-annihilator who was cursed by the Nihility. My hometown was destroyed a long time ago, and the whole world was erased beneath their shadow. In order to fight against the cruel end of self-destruction, I went on a journey in search of a way to sever the chains of the Nihility. After a long and grueling search, I am convinced that my destination lies within the depths of the Dark Web, where reality and the Nihility are separate.
Does it have to be called the Dark Web? The reality and the Nihility are separate. I like how even after all this time, she is still trying to find a way to literally kill the Nihility. Which, yes, ironically is the most nihilistic thing imaginable. But, like, still. You gotta think, if this version of May did have a Kiana, then even after all this time, she's still trying to sever the Nihility. You gotta think that this Kiana must have left a lasting impression on her, just like in Hawkeye Impact 3rd. I'm getting far too many flashbacks right now. I'm getting far too many fucking flashbacks right now.
In there lurks a secret called Device 9. One day, I'll reach it.
And how am I also just now realizing this, right? But the whole thing of like her slowly losing her color to the Nihility, right? The white streaks in her hair are evident of her losing her color starting to show up more prevalently, isn't it? I'm gonna fucking cry. Will we meet again? Please, please, please.
And given our destinations, I'm afraid our paths may not cross again.
They fucking better. Miyoyo, they fucking better. I guarantee you they will. Guarantee you when it comes to the end of this story, they will.
But the trailblazing expedition ahead is always full of unknowns. And my blade is sharp enough to sever fate. As long as we maintain our original resolve, I believe there will come a day where we will meet again. Ah. In that case, I must apologize for my rudeness. Do you remember when we first met? I once said you reminded me of an acquaintance.
Yes, please elaborate. Elaborate. Because I already know this, right? Right, when it's Stell, right? And it's the female trailblazer. It's a reference to Kiana. When she's saying an old acquaintance, right? It's a reference to Kiana. If you're the male trailblazer, who I can never remember the name of for some fucking reason. Celis, I can't exactly pronounce it, whatever, right? Right? It's a reference to Kevin from Hawkeye Impact 3rd. Which calls into question, where's Kevin in this world?
Because of the Self-Annihilator's curse, my memories are stripped away, blurring my past. And after our journey together, what I originally thought were familiar feelings were merely illusions. I believe this was truly our first meeting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Here's a question, right? I actually posed this a while ago, right? Is, what if, when it comes to storytelling and stuff, right? Right, like, and this could easily be, they could 100% do this, because they have done this before, I think, in some cases. But like, it wouldn't really be that difficult to switch out one model for another, right? So, hear me out here. If Stell is a reference to Kiana, and Stell's original weapon and stuff was a bat, right? Which was the same original weapon as Kiana. And if Kylus, or however you pronounce it, is a reference to Kevin, again, bat, Kevin also wielded a bat. It's kind of like the signature thing for the entire fucking Castellana family. It's just the bat, right? So what if, hear me out here, right? What if we as Stell are this world's version of Kiana? just essentially like, wait, hold on, sorry, I'm completely, I'm going down a rabbit hole right now in my head, hold on here. The Stellar Hunters follow the finality, right? If we follow through with the presumption that the finality is essentially Kiana, right? And the Stellar Hunters then made Stell, in my case anyways, right? Would it be too much of a stretch to say that they are reincarnating their Eon into a physical form? In which case, Stell could be a reincarnation, essentially, of this world's Kiana. And then the other way is with Callus being a reference to Kevin, then that would be like probably a little bit less sense in terms of the Stellar Hunters and stuff like that, right? Right, but then we can go off the assumption that then Callus is essentially a reincarnation of Kevin, in which case then later on, when we meet the finality, if we meet the finality, right, then they can have the finality, for instance, be the character model for, like, or not the finality, but like, have, like, if we meet this world's version of, in my case, Kevin, later down the line, right, then have that this world's version of Kevin just be the male Trailblazers model and voice actor. And then if you picked the male one as the main character, right, then later on you meet this world's version of Kiana and have it be the female Trailblazers avatar, voice actor and everything, right? And again, they can do this because they did that in Genshin Impact. Because if you picked Lumine, in my case, as the Traveler, then the Abyss sibling will be Aether. But if you pick Aether as the Traveler, the Abyss sibling will be Lumine. I am going down a complete rabbit hole in my head right now. Oh god, I am not sleeping tonight.
What do you mean? It's improbable that you've crossed paths with my past self. What I mean is, there is nothing left to retrace there. Only nihility.
But...
I see. You've also had a similar experience? Then you should know that this me and your memory of me are not the same person.
Oh god, now we're speaking red. Fuck. No. No. I swear to god if I'm right, we will not get an answer to this for years still, and I highly doubt I'll remember this rant that I just went on, but I swear to god if I call this. I swear to god if I call this. Hell, I would have actually called it before fucking Penacony even was added into the game. It's just that Penacony was the first time I mentioned it in a video. I was talking to myself. Back on the fucking Cienjo. So like, I swear to god if I call this. Oh my god. My head's hurting. My head's hurting.
Long ago, I too was like you, with irreplaceable companions. We also embarked on journeys, making the best choices we could, whenever we could. Unfortunately, we didn't achieve the outcome we wanted. But moments like this make me feel like they never even left. In this universe, there exist countless worlds that are similar yet different. And countless people who are alike, yet distinct.
Silverwolf and Bronya. Because in Honkai Impact 3rd, Silverwolf and Bronya are the same fucking person. It's just that Silverwolf was an alias Bronya used to go by. In this world, I'm tired. In this world, though, they are both clearly Bronya models, right? They both clearly look like Bronya from Honkai Impact 3rd, but they're different people here.
I too have wandered alone, encountering acquaintances on strange worlds, seeing their silhouettes overlap with my past. In your opinion, what does this déjà vu mean?
It's just confirming Kiana here. Well, this more refers to everyone, but this and this just refer immediately to Kiana. I swear to God. The only thing I don't like about Honkai Impact 3rd Part 2 is the fact that you cannot go back and experience Honkai Impact Part 1. That entire stuff is lost now, essentially. Unless I'm just too stupid to figure out where to find it. Not that I even, like, have the game installed on my phone anymore. But, like, the couple times I have, like, reinstalled it to try and force myself to play it again. Either I'm stupid and can't find where to go back to Part 1, or literally you just cannot go back to Part 1. And that's very sad to me.
Attachment, desire, longing. They may all be right, but they are all incomplete. I believe it's not something external, but something that originates within us. An emotion that traverses time from a certain moment of our past to reach us. Perhaps it's a source of warmth and happiness. Or maybe it brings pain and sorrow. Each time we reminisce on our past, we always seem to notice a tiny but unforgettable instant that we left behind us, along with certain other things that remain constant throughout. That is a summary of our lives, encapsulating everything about us in these moments. Proof of our shared path.
I really like... It's dialogue like this that really makes me realize Jesus Christ, can I understand where Akron's coming from, just from how fucking, like, I think and stuff as well.
Within them, we glimpse our own essence. And thus, we truly exist. Just like everyone in this story. Hurtling onwards along the path of destiny with passion and courage for the things that breathe meaning into their lives. Set forth on your voyage without hesitation, Nameless. On the path of the Trailblaze.
Give me that, give me that. That's gonna be the thumbnail right there. Right there, that's the thumbnail. 100% that's the thumbnail.
Even if the ending has been predetermined, that's fine. There are countless things that humans cannot change. But before that, on the road towards the end, there are still many things that we can do. And because of this, the end will thus reveal a completely different meaning. This is the meaning of journey. All those things, beautiful before, are still so now. And I believe it will still bloom at the end of the nihility. Until we meet again beneath the sun's rays.
I don't know. I don't know what'll be the thumbnail anymore. You guys will know. I'll probably combine this with the last one. Oh my god, wait. I've never done that before. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna split it right down the middle. You guys will obviously see this, but I'm gonna split that right down the middle. Half the current Acheron, half this, right. 100%. 100%, I'm doing that. 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 You guys already seen it, but like I'm doing that. Pom Pom, cheer up, please. You're gonna make me cry.
There. Chin up, Pom Pom.
I have been holding back.
Right. Don't cry.
Wow. Your method of consolation is truly unsophisticated.
Why do you switch the fucking mood around so quickly? We go from sorrow to joy to fucking reflecting, lamenting, thinking, fucking philosophical shit, and then this. I just went through an emotion of roller coasters in this entire fucking. Wait, an emotion of roller coasters? Oh god. I came into this with a clear head, and all of a sudden I can't think straight. Oh, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, that's why. This entire Trailblaze mission has been a roller coaster of emotions. I think I've experienced possibly every emotion a person can experience in this. And that I'm... This was well worth staying up till 2 o'clock in the morning. I'll just say that. This was well worth staying up to 2 o'clock in the morning to record.
Still better than just standing there like a scarecrow.
I'm sorry, I love picking up marks with Don Hung though.
How could you say that? Don't be so mean. And while you're here, why don't you help me comfort Pom Pom? We told Pom Pom all about our adventure, and they suddenly started crying. I've never seen Pom Pom so sad before.
The conductor never cries. Pom Pom is never sad. Pom Pom is just angry. Yeah, angry. No matter where the express stops, you lot always manage to cause chaos. My well thought out timetable completely ignored. If you carry on like this, the express is gonna run out of fuel. That's right. Pom Pom is just angry. It's not because of Misha, Tiernan, Rosalina, and the rest.
It's okay. Oh, Pom Pom, just let it all out.
There you go. There's some comfort.
Everyone,
That's some
I'll
comfort.
take a break in the next car. Don't worry. I'll stay here with Pom Pom.
Why can't I stay?
But
Let's go, March.
Can I not stay? Fine. Talk with the crew, except for Pom Pom and Himiko. Apparently.
I never expected Pom Pom would be so distraught.
Those three nameless must have meant a lot to Pom Pom.
No one knows exactly when Pom Pom boarded the Express, but one can surmise that their journey has been filled with many hellos and goodbyes. Probably more than we can imagine.
I don't know, Welt.
The fact that they're crying so hard is probably a good sign. It proves that Pom Pom's emotions haven't become dulled by the grind of time.
That is very true,
They still
actually.
deeply cherish every nameless who has boarded the Express and value every journey shared with them. Leave it to Himiko. When it comes to comforting, there's no one better on the Express.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt, I guarantee.
Well,
Then again, she's always fucking
I'm afraid that's not out of the question.
drinking a crap ton of coffee. And at least it's better than... Still, drinking a lot of coffee isn't good for you, Himiko. But hey, at least it's better than the other Himiko, who was an alcoholic. Neither is good, but one is better than the other.
Since you joined us, the Express has stayed longer than anticipated at every stop along the way. And
Yeah.
to ensure that everyone always makes it back on board, Pom-Pom has had no choice but to delay the warp jump schedule.
So very sorry. Maybe if the developers released updates faster, we wouldn't be staying at these places for so long. I'm sorry.
see.
I'm sorry. Mihoyo, listen, okay? You do a great job.
No wonder I can
You do.
regularly hear Pom-Pom pacing anxiously up and down the corridor.
Like, Mihoyo, listen, okay? I don't want you to increase... Like, do I wish you could increase, the update time? Absolutely. Between story beats. Absolutely, I wish you can. But, if that comes at a decrease in quality of story, take as much time as you need. That's how I approach it. Other people don't approach it the same way for some fucking reason.
Turns out Pom-Pom's been silently putting in a lot of work for us. Wow.
Different from typical vehicles, the Astral Express converts every trailblaze into the energy it needs to run. Ideally, as long as trailblazing expeditions continue without interruption, the Express will receive a constant flow of energy, much like a perpetual motion machine. But, because of our previous encounters, fuel is being used up much faster than expected.
Well, that's
We
not
can
good.
probably only pull off 2 more warp jumps at most.
That's not good.
Only 2 more? Isn't that super risky? Oh, I don't want to become an ice cube floating around in space again.
Fair enough, March. Fair enough.
Well, how about we shove you back in the space station's computer then?
How did you know I came out of that? I guess Stellaron in my chest kind of gives away the whole... Yeah. I answered my own question.
Which also means that we must prudently consider our next destination.
Yes, I've already checked the astral charts.
Where are we going?
The 2 nearest worlds to us are the oceanic planet of Lushaka and the agate world, Melustanen.
These were recommended back when we fucking were still in the dream.
As for which one we're headed to, that still requires a vote.
Me personally, I feel like there's no need to go to Lushaka or whatever the planet was, right? It was Lushaka. I feel like there's not really a need to go there. First of all, it's a water planet. Who gives a shit about water planets? Second of all, it's like our only reason for going there is Misha came from there. So me personally, I think I'd pick the other place.
Or
So it's more
perhaps
fun.
you might consider a suggestion.
That Black Swan? Question mark? Yep.
Everyone, we meet again.
It's you! Why were you just in my room?
She's a memo keeper, and March. we've had encounters with memo keepers before, okay? They literally just gave you a glimpse of you in a fucking ice cube, and went like, listen, don't look back, only go forward. Why else would you fucking... Of course, they already have ties to you, March. We already know this. We already fucking know this. In which case, Black Swan, can we make a quick deal? Could you at least give back some of March's memories? Or at least hint to us a bit more of who March is? Besides this world's version of Alicia. She looks so much like Alicia, it's ridiculous.
It's a very cute room, Miss March. Just like you.
Memo Keeper, let's put aside how you managed to sneak past everyone and board the Express for now. You mentioned a suggestion.
I accidentally overheard how the Express obtains fuel.
You definitely did not accidentally overhear that.
I just wanted to chat with everyone to see if we could work together. But now, it appears my suggestion could be the very lifeline that saves everyone.
Please
I
speak
hate
candidly.
manipulation.
Depending on what you say. could very well ask you to disembark.
Yeah.
Ah, the Permanence's descendant. What a charming little dragon. Especially with those mired memories of yours. But I digress. If the Astral Express is in urgent need of a special trailblazing expedition to recharge its engine, have you all considered this? Perhaps your destination could be a world that even the renowned Akivili never reached.
Oh?
Should you be able to lay down a new stretch of silver rail, the Express may never have to worry about energy ever again.
How the fuck are we supposed to get to a world where a fucking Aeon didn't even travel? And if so, why didn't they travel there? That's a better question.
Trailblazing to a world that even Akivili has never been to? Is that possible?
Continue, Memo Keeper. This destination of which you speak, what sort of world is it?
A world that many across the universe don't even know exists. A world hidden away from outside observation. Its presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. A world fettered by 3 paths. Its destiny hanging in the balance. The Eternal Land. Amphorius.
Well, I guess that's where we're going next.
I hope I'm not too late, child.
I don't care anymore.
I wasn't expecting it to be you.
Jesus Christ, he is changed.
Don't you know how many sentry posts the family has built? And how hard it is to get you out of here?
Looks like my time's up.
What do you mean? What time?
Negotiation, interrogation, or death. My fate lies entirely in your hands, Lady Bonajade. The dance is done. Why bother with the compassionate pretense and give someone who's about to die the chance to talk?
Despite your fall from grace, you still look well. I'm very glad to see that you're so full of verve.
Do not insult my pride with half-veiled sarcasm. Have you specially come to see me just to sate your vile vanity?
Oh, of course not. I merely came to fulfill your younger sister's wishes. To offer you a generous trade. That is, if you're willing to accept.
Don't. Don't. It's the fucking IPC. Don't.
To build a true haven where everyone can attain peace. That's the oath between you siblings, isn't it? If I told you there was still a chance to realize this vow, would you be willing to talk to me then? I recognize the gravity of this question, which is why you don't have to answer me right now. Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds, sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer. A word of advice for you before we part ways. A word of warning from someone who's been in your shoes before. Life is too short to miss out on golden opportunities.
Fuck off, Jade. Fuck off. Okay. No. 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 Get off. Immediately get off. Bomb Bomb? Bomb Bomb, is it possible to initiate a ban to where whenever a certain person tries to board the express, they are immediately ejected off. Because I would really very much like to ban this. Okay, I guess. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. I don't really know how to feel right now, you know? I really enjoyed the entirety of Penacony. But like, I don't know, now that it's over, I feel like another thing with Penacony, the entirety of Penacony, I don't know if it's mainly just because of the writing team that's involved with this and everything, but like, the entirety of Penacony gave me so many flashbacks to Honkai Impact that I feel like, even though Welt has been here since the very beginning, right? I feel like this is really the chapter of the story where they have like solidly tied it in to the interconnected universe between Honkai Impact 3rd, Genshin Impact, and now this. I've rambled on for far too long. I love how the irony is, I'm rambling. The irony is, I hate long intros, but boy can I fucking do long outros. Anyway though, I'm gonna stop wasting your time. I need to get to bed so that I can edit this tomorrow. Ignatus Vera Cognitius. I'll see you next time.